Hello my fishing friends, and welcome back to the channel. Your favorite expert angler is here to bring you the lowdown on what's biting down under. Today, we're diving deep into the fishing forecast for Australia on the 17th of January 2026. And let me tell you, this day is shaping up to be a cracker with warm waters and active fish, but with a few summer surprises that could make all the difference. Get ready, because understanding these conditions will put more fish in your net. Now let's talk tactics for some of Australia's finest. First up, we've got the ever-popular Flathead. With those warm water temperatures, these ambush predators will be actively feeding in shallower zones, typically at depths of 2 to 5 meters. Look for them in sandy gutters, along drop-offs, and where weed beds meet sand. My advice, friends, is to use soft plastics. Think 5 to 7 inch curl-tail grubs or paddle tails in natural baitfish colors. Work them slowly along the bottom, bouncing them gently through those sandy patches. If you prefer bait, a pilchard fillet or a live poddy mullet drifted along the bottom will be absolutely deadly. Next, for some lighter tackle fun that the whole family can enjoy, we're targeting whiting. January sees various species of whiting, like sand and yellowfin, actively spawning in shallow, sandy areas and tidal flats. The warmer water means they'll be quite comfortable in these feeding zones. Head out early morning or late afternoon, targeting depths of 2 to 5 meters. For bait, fresh live worms, peepees, or nippers are irresistible. Cast light, retrieve slowly, and be ready for those subtle bites. Don't be afraid to try a small surface lure or a tiny popper in the early morning for some exciting surface strikes. And finally, for those of you craving some offshore action, the speedsters are on the move. With warm blue currents moving down the east coast, species like mahi-mahi, wahoo, mackerel, and even marlin are starting to congregate closer to the coast, feasting on abundant schools of baitfish. January is prime time for yellowfin tuna and sailfish, especially around the Gold Coast. Look for temperature breaks and bait balls further out. Heavy spinning gear with large poppers or stick baits will work for the surface feeders, while trolled lures are key for covering ground and finding those pelagics. Always keep an eye out for bird activity. That's often a telltale sign of baitfish being worked from below. Now let's break down the conditions that are shaping our fishing day. The weather on the 17th of January 2026 across many parts of Australia will be generally warm, with temperatures ranging from around 19 to 26 degrees Celsius, that's 66 to 79 degrees Fahrenheit. We might see some localized light rain, perhaps around 3 millimeters in some areas, but Melbourne, for example, is predicted to have 0 precipitation. Wind in places like Melbourne will be a southeast breeze at 12 to 15 miles per hour, and atmospheric pressure seems stable, possibly dropping slightly, which isn't a dramatic change, but something to note. These conditions suggest comfortable fishing, but the light rain could stir things up a bit. Water temperatures are perfectly in line with summer expectations. Coastal waters across much of Australia will be beautifully warm, generally sitting between 18 and 25 degrees Celsius, which is 64 to 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Areas like Sydney will see an average of 23.3 degrees Celsius, while the Gold Coast is a comfortable 25 degrees. This consistent warmth is what drives the high activity levels we're expecting from our target species, encouraging them to feed aggressively. As for the lunar factor, the 17th of January lands squarely on a waning crescent moon with a very low illumination of just 1 to 2%. We're essentially just 1 day away from the new moon. In the fishing world, a new moon phase is often associated with stronger tidal movements. While the low light at night means fish aren't gorging under a bright moon, the increased tidal flow can stir up bait and trigger feeding frenzies during the day, especially around those crucial tide changes. Popular belief suggests that these powerful tides can stimulate fish activity, pulling them out of their hiding spots. Considering all these factors, my friends, it'd give the overall fish activity for the 17th of January 2026 a rating of good to very good, but potentially capricious. The warm water and strong summer feeding patterns are a huge plus, but the transition into a new moon, combined with potential localized showers, means the bite might be inconsistent. You'll need to be observant and adapt your tactics. Fish will be active, especially around tide changes, but they might be wary or holding deeper during the brightest parts of the day. Patience and precise presentation will be your best friends. So there you have it, my friends, your detailed forecast for the 17th of January 2026 across Australia. It's a day that promises rewards for those who understand the conditions and adapt their approach. I truly hope this helps you plan your next adventure on the water. Don't forget to hit that like button if you found this helpful, subscribe for more forecasts and tips, and tell me in the comments below. What are your plans for fishing this weekend, and what's your go-to summer lure in Australia? Tight lines, everyone, and as always, may you have bent rods and screaming reels. Ni Foster, ni Cheshwi.